Hi, Matt. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi.
How goes it?
Interesting. I just described myself as Chunky Monkey as the flavor of the week. So, yeah, pretty good.
It was colorful. It was definitely a colorful description.
I would like to think it was a
Colorful
flavorful
conversation.
Yeah, colorful conversation, flavorful description. Anyway, what are we doing?
This is the Gamers 2 podcast for August 30th, 2019.
Where did the summer go?
Where did it go? Down the drain.
I pissed it
I would
all
say.
away. I pissed it all away.
I did for sure. I was like, I'm going to be, I'm going to turn over a new leaf. I'm going to do all these things this summer. I'm going to go places. I have done zero. Big zero.
Matt and I are simultaneously the best and worst to be together because we totally don't rub each other the wrong way ever. Like, we have our slight bumps, but we get over them and we just move on. And then at the same time, we also will easily convince the other one to do nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you want to do? Nothing? Nothing? Cool. All right, let's just sit here.
That's fair. And,
And then 3 hours later, man, I feel like we should have done something.
That's true. But really, I need no help in that department on my own. So, like, when
I'm not saying either of us need any help. I'm just saying that is the downside of putting both of us together.
We feed into it a bit.
It's you have an eating problem? Hey, did you want to go to the state fair? Like, we're just aiding and abetting each other, and it doesn't help us.
Yeah, didn't go to the fair this year.
I'm supposed to be going on Sunday with Dewey if he didn't already go make different plans, which...
It's Dewey.
It's Dewey.
Yeah. Yeah, what else is going on?
What have you been doing the last 7 days? Let's get right into the recap before I discuss my psychotic relationships, apparently, that I skipped out on. None of them listen to this podcast, so I can say whatever the hell I want.
What have I been
doing? Wait, there might be somebody that knows people. What have you been doing? Been playing No Man's Sky a lot.
Yeah, that's basically it. No Man's Sky, hard.
You've been in there.
I've been in the shit.
You've been on some planets.
I've been on some planets.
You've been flying around?
I have been flying around.
You shot some pirates?
I did. How do you know that?
There was one game, one of the last games we played together. After I had already got to the space station, you showed up in space and they attacked you.
Oh yeah,
that's the only way I know.
So I have a freighter now. I have a giant freighter.
Well, fucking excuse me. Where have I been?
I have multiple bases that are. They aren't. When I get a minute, they're gonna all be linked by teleporter.
There might be nothing better, by the way. If you are me right now, you are smiling ear to ear in your own head. When Matt's like, I have multiple bases, I have a freighter, and I'm just like, this is the guy in Minecraft that just builds a fucking dirt house and then leaves. And he's like, I have bases now. And
the bases are the equivalent of a dirt house. It's literally a prefab, the big, the refineries that I need, the base computer, and then I'm like, good enough.
And then you're like, the freighter is my chest.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
That's exactly it. So I have a plan.
I have other plans to go to.
Theoretically, when you can pull yourself away from WoW Classic to come back to hop on for a minute,
I'm taking drugs, man.
We should be up to our gizzards in in-game currency, so that we can just do whatever we want, theoretically. So
I do worry for the day that we reach that point,
because then you kind of like, what do I?
What's the point?
Yeah, what's the point?
What am I doing now? I'm just gonna go get a bigger ship.
Yeah,
but there's obviously quests and things. But
yeah, so that should be fun. I've been doing that a lot of it's the type of stuff that I get sucked into, which is I set a sight on something and it's like, all right, I want this thing, and then it's like, okay, to get that thing, I need to get this upgrade. I need to find this schematic. I need to do this and this and this, and then piece it all together. So I've been doing that in No Man's Sky, and that's really it. I've been watching Gundam, trying to keep that going. There was a episode 1. I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. 3 through 8, I was like, this show has potential. 8 through 19, which I'm currently on episode 19. I'm like, all right, this is fucking terrible again. So
that didn't take long.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just falling into
maybe kind of, but
Gundam has specific tropes, and normally it's okay. You see them really easily, but normally it's like, okay, whatever. But this one feeds into them so much, and they're so heavy that it's just hard to swallow. And that's it. That is it. We don't have any WoW Classic articles, so if you want to give us the,
There's somebody that's 60 already.
I saw that today.
Jokered went and did it.
Yeah.
The math is that he slept for 11 and a half hours ballpark.
And it's been out since Tuesday? Monday
till 2:30 today, Friday.
And does the pathing and stuff from original WoW still hold true for Classic? So
Yep.
you can
if you truly no-lifed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Which obviously he did.
Yeah, and he didn't. He no-slept it too, apparently.
That's insane.
Yeah, well, Todd and I are not on that level.
I don't know. Like, in one sense, I get it.
I'm pretty sure he's doing it for the memes.
On the other sense, like, are you really enjoying yourself, if you're playing in that way?
He was apparently trying to delete the character after he did it. Just to spite people.
That would be kind of funny, though. To, like, just piss people off. Like,
All right,
that's
cool.
like flexing on people really hard.
I'm done. See you later, bitches.
I appreciate that. I respect that.
Yeah. It's a level that I couldn't get to.
Yeah, well.
I mean, I would do it, but I would also know immediately that I could recover it, which you can. So it's like a joke in itself. But anyway. Yeah, I mean, we've been playing every night. We are 17 and 18.
That's not bad. I mean, considering how the grind is real.
We ran into some problems early on. I think we could have been higher if we had chosen some different avenues of doing things.
Like different
too many
paths.
people in certain areas, and we should have just left and done something else.
Like skipped that.
Yeah, everybody goes to the fucking Barrens, and we went to the Barrens when we were doing quests. We're like, oh, cool. Here's thousands of other people here. This isn't going to do us anything.
I've been appreciating reading the articles that are basically, it's like reading all the stories from original WoW over again because the same problems are happening, and it's just like, this is fantastic. Like,
like
the people forming the queues to turning quests and stuff. I'm like, this is great.
We did the whole, let's go here. There was a ton of people. Then when there were a ton of people, and I don't besmirch Todd for this. This is going to sound like I besmirch him. I don't. We went down to a different area, higher level than us. We could kill one, maybe two mobs at a time, but it would take us longer, and we could have a chance to die much more frequently.
Yeah.
Both of those things happened. Longer kills, dying more frequently. But we were kind of alone in comparison to the other area where there was a lot of people. We probably had half the amount of people down there with us. But it wasn't helping us being there because it's taking longer and we're dying.
Yeah. So the pros and cons balanced out, essentially.
Well, balanced out or almost punished us just for not being with everybody else. Because we could still potentially tag mobs up there and at least kill them fast enough to keep moving. So then he proposed an idea last night or something. I was like, all right, here's what we should do. We should stop doing stuff here, go over to this other area, do stuff there, level up over there, then come back. And so we've been zone hopping a lot. And once we started doing that, I'm like, way better. Immediately way better, because by just walking away from the Barrens where everybody is, it immediately boosts us into just being like the two of us and maybe a couple other people show up.
Yeah.
Which...
there was going to be a sneeze there, but it flew away.
Bastard. And so now there's two of us with all the mobs and nobody really fighting. Like, sometimes we would have some people fight us for like the named mobs, but if we were sub 5 people, we would just all get in a party, make sure we all got the credit for it, and then everybody would just disband the party and go about our way. So it's worked out.
Wow. Almost sounds like that's how it's supposed to work.
It is.
Crazy.
For those of you that don't understand that this is an adult-rated podcast, and I put explicit on these episodes every week for a reason, I've been called a cunt in the first
I got that message. I'm curious to hear that story because I got it. I had logged off Discord. So
I don't think I've been called a cunt in the retail version of it, ever. I've been called every other name. But that one's been avoided somehow. And this one happened because we were in a cave trying to get some insignia to drop off somebody. And it could drop off of any of the mobs in the cave. So we were just the two of us in there killing everything we could. But the way it works in Classic and stuff is you have to tag the mob first. You have to be the first one to do damage to it. Your group has to be the first one to do damage to it. Otherwise, you don't get experience or loot from it.
Mm-hmm.
So what we were doing is we were just running around and hitting anything we could see. And there's obviously like 15 or more other people in this little tiny cave with us, all trying to do the same thing. And because I was just pulling as fast as I could. I'm a rogue, so like my fast pulling, if I'm not in melee range, is to just throw a dagger at things. Well, I just was on reaction. I see a mob in front of me, and there's trying to just keep my legs moving. There is a mob in front of me that spawns. I'm like, there it is. And I throw my dagger. As I'm throwing the dagger, like I see the animation go, I see a mage, not in our party, casting Frostbolt at it. My dagger hits before his Frostbolt hits. It's my mob. So he calls Todd specifically the cunt.
Mm-hmm.
Because he goes, "You cunt, suck it, druid," which is not me.
Yeah.
There's no way Todd would have tagged that.
Mm-hmm.
The two spell effects that he had at the time, Moonfire and Wrath, clearly visual spell effects that you would see. Because he was not near the mob to punch it. And I actually said, like, I was like, that actually was me. Whatever. But I was like, he didn't say anything back, but it was the first time I've been insulted so far during.
Many more to come,
Classic.
I'm sure, because everyone has forgotten how Classic works. So it's going to bring a lot of...
A mix between that and I'm not there to make friends unless you're in my group. I'm there to get myself going. So get out of my way.
Ooh. It's starting to sound like Dr. Disrespect over here.
Yeah. I went to the tippy top of the mountains, Matt. But I was only halfway up. I'm a 2-time. Anyway. I'm out here leveling with my Google prototype silver dagger.
So I forgot. So the quick little funny aside about No Man's Sky is that I had forgot the mechanic in the inventory about how like you had to place upgrades and modules a certain way to get them to activate correctly. I don't know if you remember that either.
Nope.
Yeah, so I forgot that until like fairly recently, and so like all this shit that I've had in my inventory to like make my mining and movement and everything better has just been doing nothing for me. Yeah,
I don't know if mine's right or not.
yeah, they have a colored border around them when they're activated.
Ooh,
yeah,
probably.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
Yeah, but WoW Classic is basically my week. I think we played a little Wolfenstein over the weekend. I don't remember.
A little bit, and then I know you played FM.
I did play a little Football Manager. We did get some time in, not much. Mm-hmm. So there's not really much to share.
Yeah.
Those were really it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a lot of WoW, and I'm playing a rogue. I'm halfway, or a little under halfway to my max level ever on a rogue. I've only gotten a rogue to 52 on retail. I've never gotten past 52. So when we're done, I will have a rogue higher than I ever had one.
The highest I ever got was like 43, I think, and then I was like, fuck this. And it was a paladin.
You alliance scum.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's so fun story too on the WoW Classic thing before we actually get into what we're doing here. And I actually open up the document on my tablet. It turns out there's a lot of people on my server. There's a lot of people on every server, to be fair.
Like a lot of people you know?
Yeah. So launch night happens.
Well, it makes sense because the things we talked about before about the East Coast and servers and all that. Right.
So launch night happens.
Mm-hmm.
Todd and I are trying to get in.
Yeah.
On the server we had decided beforehand.
Yep.
We're like, cool, we'll try to get in. We'll try to get in. Queue times, out the ass. Too big. Here comes the blue sticky post on the Blizzard forums. We opened up more servers. talked about it, saw what we wanted, immediately jumped into the other server. Much smaller queue time, got in, started playing. Lag is all hell, yada yada, who cares? Well, turns out, I know another 5 people in town down here that are all playing on my server.
Nice.
Todd's on my server.
Nice.
Evil got in on our server.
Oh, wow, okay.
Evil's friends got in on our server, and we don't know how they're there because nobody told them where we were.
So, like, how many do you need? So, what's the raid size on Classic?
I probably have a 10-man raid worth of people in.
Is that the raid size on Classic?
That can be a raid. There's up to 40, depending on what you're doing. But you can do 10-man in, like, upper and lower Blackrock Spires.
I mean, if people follow through with it, that would be pretty dope.
Yeah, there's a chance I have a 10-man raid party already just out of people I personally know.
I'm gonna hop in, I think, at some point and just dabble. I don't think I'll ever commit, but I
honestly don't expect you to. So
I want to, get a little taste again to remind myself.
This was my time.
Yeah,
it's funny. We did Ragefire Chasm as the first instance on the Horde side, and we did that, and we had a pretty good group. Nobody, no dicks or anything. It was a good time. It was me, Todd, and 3 other randos. And I was like, man, this is what it was like back in 2007 when I wasn't. I mean, the game was out in 2004, but for me, I started playing in 7 or 6 or whatever during Burning Crusade. But it was like, yeah, oh yeah, I know, right? And I was like, yeah, that's that's what I did. I talked to everybody and tried to beg people to bring me into groups and all this other stuff. And we get in with randoms, and I'm like, Todd and I took like mental notes of the 3 people that were in our group. We're like, we can play with these 3 guys again if we see them at a higher level and like need to do things. Yeah, cool. Good times. High fives, everybody. Thumbs up. Cool. We'll see you later. Everybody leave the group. Bye. And I roasted some guy the entire time because he fell in lava.
He roasted himself. It sounds like.
Yeah, we're all like, hug the wall so we don't pull a group. And he hugged the wall so hard that he went past the wall and fell into the lava.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
just something I would do.
Yeah, it was just a giant joke, and then I just kept roasting him every time he said he like screwed something up. I was like, I mean, he didn't fall in the lava again, but it was just a fun time. And we get done, and then we get to another group today because I took a half day and I was playing a little bit. We get into a group to do a quest in a Silver Pine Forest where you had to kill some elites called the Rugal's Folly, yada yada. Anyway, we're killing people down there. We get in with 2 warlocks. Todd and I immediately went, we're never playing with them again. If we see them come up, they are off the list.
Is because they were warlocks or because they sucked?
Because they sucked. Situational awareness was at a 0. And their Voidwalkers, man, I don't know what they were doing. Like, I don't think the Voidwalker problem is actually like their fault, but there were times where, say, we're standing here, right? We clearly know we're in a very dangerous area. The other 2 warlocks are kind of next to us on the left and maybe further away than they should be from the 2 of us, but whatever. And then all of a sudden we just see their Voidwalker take off that way. No idea where he's going. Nobody has hit anything over there, and he's just walking. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then he just stops in the middle of the path, and he's like, huh. I guess I should go back now. And then you just see him run back down. I'm like, what is happening right now? And we got into a bad fight, right? The stuff all spawned up, and I'm trying to save it. Todd DCs for a little bit, which kind of screws us because he's the tank. And I'm trying to just do enough damage to get out of there, maybe kill a couple more. And these guys are doing, in a hard area, what I hate people to do that don't have situational awareness. And as they're getting hit by elites, and there's more elites around them,
they're like wandering into
they go
other mobs.
No, run away! Run away! Oh my god, there's one over there! Run away! No, there's more over there! Run! And they just brought back. We started with having the problem of 3 elites. But by the time they were done running around panicking like a bunch of little bitches and not just dying where they should have, we had 30 and I couldn't kill 30. I might have been able to get us out of 3. But they just run around, and they're like, oh man, I guess that's what happened. They all spawn on us or something like that. And I was like, I'm not going to say anything. And they're like, and then they go, yeah, and when the tank DC'd, I mean, we really couldn't do anything. And that's when I was like, all right, I'm not having it anymore. I was like, yeah, but also just running around doesn't do anything for us. Like, and they're like, well, what are we supposed to do when they just spawn on top of us? I was like, they didn't fucking spawn on top of you. I watched what happened, and you all went, "No, my God, run away!"
Aggro.
I understand it. You're dying. Standing where you are is a bad idea. Don't go run into other people, because then you're going to kill me. You just make it worse. Anyway.
MMOs. Great times.
MMOs. All great times. Best times. I love MMOs.
It was the best of times.
It was the worst of times. Tale of Two Cities. Something.
The tale of two World of Warcrafts.
Yeah, retail where you don't give a shit if anything hits you. You just fight anything.
Good stuff. Should we get this show on the road?
I can't wait till we have to do like the higher, harder instances.
Well, yeah, but at that point, everything should have weeded itself out.
You would hope.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm saying you would hope. Trust me.
I'm
hoping too. I'm hoping all the idiots are gone by the time I hit 45. So when I go into Sunken Temple, I don't want to shoot myself.
I'm curious about World of Warcraft from a like as a litmus test of the average gamer, because I feel like the average gamer has gotten more intelligent as far as gaming goes. But here's the but. Original WoW was way more I mean, it was popular, obviously. But it was, it required a more hardcore person at the time to play it.
There's something to be said
Whereas it's more mainstream now.
There's something to be said about the average gamer in terms of 2019 and your average gamer in terms of 2004.
Yeah, like there's
the medium has gotten so big, and even when there's complicated systems in a lot of games, it's a really easy complicated system.
Yeah.
Classic WoW is pen and paper D&D.
But
with like a step up.
The difference now, though,
punishes you,
is that information and knowledge gets disseminated way faster and adopted way faster.
This information, Matt, has been out for 15 years, and these fucks can't comprehend it.
Yeah, but you're talking about archaic shit. Like, if people actually wanted to dive into the nitty-gritty of WoW, they'd have to be digging through forums and shit that probably, half of them probably aren't even open still. Like,
no, they're all open, because guess what happened when Classic got announced last year at BlizzCon? Everybody went, remember all those sites we fucking archived? Bring them back. And then everybody started diving through everything. You saw the guide that I have. That is written for Classic. Specifically.
Okay. Well, this is the hypothesis.
There's not an excuse to not have the piece of information you need.
Yeah. So we're going to see. We will see. You'll report back on this.
Speaking of one of the warlocks, going back to when you talk about information problems, one of the warlocks, say we're standing, you and I, right? You're the warlock. I'll be my rogue. And we're standing here. We're looking this way. I'm going to look this way so I don't talk away from the mic. We're looking this way. At that fan. Right at that fan is right in both of our viewpoints.
Okay.
And we're both looking at it. And then what does he say in party chat? Fan there. Fan there. Yeah.
Well,
picture the fan as a chest just for the actual true WoW thing. There's a chest there. And then he would type to me, chest there. I've wanted to do it before. But it was for the first time in Classic, I wanted to PvP my own side. I wanted to flag up and stab the Warlock in the back, leave him there, and then just walk away and be like, you know what? This is what you deserve. You don't need to tell me there's a chest there when I'm standing next to you and we're both going, that's a pretty good chest. Do you want that? Those two guys were salty for me today. That was my bit of like, fuck off. Like we got done. Todd and I got done with the quest early, and one of them still needed one more of the drop that we were getting. And Todd and I both like walked out to the exit. And we're like, we're doing that. Do we leave? Do we just tell him to fuck off and leave? Do we do it? And we made it like halfway away, and then we're both. I was ready to commit. I was like, you know what? Fuck him. I'm done with him. And then he's like, God, I hate that people know what the name is, though. And he turns around and runs back in. And I was like, oh, you bitch. Fine, I'll go with you. But I was ready to cut them dry. And just, see you later. Don't want to deal with you anymore.
It's the name of the game.
It is. It's the name of the game. But, Matt, if I wanted to play a different game to take a break from... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do the exact same segment, but I'm gonna hold it off for a second.
Okay.
I watched Detective Pikachu.
Okay.
Much better than I anticipated.
Interesting.
Do I give it like an A? No. Solid A minus, probably. A minus, B plus. If there's something in the middle,
An A.
A minus minus. You know, like it's
B
right
plus
there.
plus.
Yeah, either one. Just it's right there. It's a solidly fun movie. It's probably more of like a nostalgia movie for me, even though whatever. But it's just kind of like, all right, yeah, it's a cool, fun movie.
Okay,
Pokemon are a thing. Woo, I'm about it. Speaking of Pokemon, because I've been playing Pokemon Go. Obviously, we all know about that, and I have a Pokemon problem. Pokemon.
I see. There's clearly a problem here. Yeah.
Yes, because I'm going to be playing the one in November. I played Let's Go. You know, all these things. Pokemon Masters is out on iOS and Android. I've been playing Pokemon Masters now. Pokemon Masters, side note, is exactly what I want fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links to be. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links has been out for years beforehand, and yet somehow Pokemon Masters is way better. Unfathomable to me. Anyway, also...
Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is shit, Nate. No one likes Yu-Gi-Oh!
Don't tell me the truth. I don't want to hear the truth,
Actually,
Matt.
a lot of people like Yu-Gi-Oh! And I just don't understand. So,
as you've heard, Dewey and I both don't understand after like the initial lot because we just get confused. But that's the whole thing. The Pokemon thing, I was at a party last night for a birthday party for one of my volleyball teammates. So we were all playing volleyball, hanging out, playing beach games and stuff. The one guy on my team comes over. He's like, "Oh, hey, by the way, I need to add you I have a research thing or whatever." I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, cool. Like I know you play." So I open it up. The moment it is found out that we are talking about Pokemon Go, the entirety, for the most part, minus like 3 people of the party, all start discussing Pokemon Go. There is now Pokemon discussions for the next 3 hours on and off. And I'd
be one of the 3 being like, fucking shoot me. Why did I come to this shit?
I was sitting there and at certain times just not saying anything, just taking it all in. I'm just sitting on the bench. Nobody near me because let's be honest, nobody gives a shit anymore. I'm just me. I ain't got nothing. Never mind. That's a whole other tangent. But
no one was interested in Chunky Monkey tonight.
I should do that every night I leave somewhere alone. Just walking out of the state fair and somebody says, "How was your night?" Be like, nobody wanted the Chunky Monkey tonight, and then just slap my stomach and walk away.
Jesus Christ.
They would probably just go, "You're fucking insane. Get out. I'm so happy you're leaving right now." Anyway. And I'm sitting there, I'm kind of doing the good old, like, I'm in the corner of the bar just taking the scene in. I'm like, how is this happening? It's 2019. People older. I was the second youngest one at this entire thing. And everybody's just like, yeah, so if you got to get your growth and you got to get your combat power up, but then you also need to get your right IVs. And then this one's going to take you like 100 candies to evolve and everything. And I'm just like, you fucking nerds. I've been here since 1994. Where the fuck have you guys been?
See, that's the thing is I feel like there's way more people who've been in the closet on gaming and, you know, or whatever, Pokemon, whatever, like that culture. And they're just like, oh, it's okay now. I can come out.
It's a mix of in the closet. And then it's also the people that were like, gaming is so stupid. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you. Oh my god, that Pikachu is so cute. It has hats. Yay. Yay. I like when it has a detective hat.
Wow.
But man, if I wanted to play a different game to give myself a break from WoW Classic, I would play Pokemon Go. Moving on. No. Where could I go to find some more games?
Well,
S'more games.
S'more games.
S'more games.
There is a new release list It is curated, and it's by and for the people of Gamers 2.
We serve the people.
All the Pokemon people.
I also accidentally caught myself. Todd earlier was like, "You sound like so and so Ebonhorn." It's a guy from Legion who was a Tauren or whatever. Because I was just doing a lot of deep voices talking about the Tauren. Like every time I'd interact with one, I was like, "Man, you guys won't believe what happens to Camp Taurajo. Like it's gonna get fucking obliterated." Somebody's got a video up of them like walking to Thrall and being like, "Don't do this," and like just saying things randomly to him in chat of like, "You don't understand, Garrosh will betray you." Like all these weird, just like trying to fix the timeline problems. If only you knew that Camp Taurajo would be obliterated. Number 1 in new games to get yourself away from WoW because Nate's an addict. Legend of the Skyfish for PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Moto XGP 2019, the official motocross game for PS4 and Xbox. If you already have decided to go back, WoW Classic came out this week.
I didn't know.
And then moving on, Wreckfest came to PS4 and Xbox. Lord of the Rings Adventure card game came out for PS4 and PC. Matt, you a little interested there?
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to light the cards on fire and shove them up the developers' tiny little stupid assholes.
But you know that there's going to be all those sweet booster packs, and they're going to have a picture of Aragorn on one and Galadriel on the other. Number 6, Vambrace Cold Soul for the Xbox.
That sounds like some fucking anime game.
It probably is. Little Racer for the Switch. Number 8 is Astral Chain for the Switch. Getting a lot of good reviews at Astral Chain.
A lot of talk on that one.
People really hype. Best exclusive on the Switch since Splatoon is what I was hearing.
Bold statement.
Sorry, new IP specifically. My bad. Blair Witch has come to Xbox and PC. And in case you're curious what that game's like, go stand in the corner of your room and look at the wall. And don't do anything until somebody finds you. Sark, I appreciate the Blair Witching. It's me stealing it from him.
Yeah.
But the Blair, and it's him stealing it, I guess, from Blair Witch Project. But just go randomly. If whoever you live with or anything knows Blair Witch, just have fun with them one day and just stand staring in the corner of the room and don't answer them. They say anything, just don't move. Just never stop staring in the corner of the room. Give them like 5 minutes and then do something.
See, else. I feel like that wouldn't do anything. Like Samantha would just be like, "All right, whatever." And
well, she would just tell you to quit being stupid and move on.
She'd sit on the couch and just watch. I would just be there all day.
Well, that goes back to like when I used to yell, "It's the last plane out of Vietnam."
Mm-hmm.
I'm just the last one leaving the party, or like I'm the one that has to drive somebody. I'm like, "This is the last plane out of Vietnam. You need to get in the car. We need to go." That's not funny to anybody else unless you understand that it's just a giant, like, weird running joke.
Yeah.
I mean, Kenny said it to his mother once, and she's just like, "What the hell are you talking about?" But him and I every time would be like, "This is the last helicopter out of Vietnam. We gotta go." Anyway, Risk of Rain 2 is officially out on the PlayStation 4, Xbox, and Switch.
I was confused for a second. I'm like, didn't Risk of Rain just come out? But
early access.
It's been 2 this whole time.
And Nate has the stamp of approval on it. And The Man of Medan. I'm calling it Medan. I don't know if it's Medan, but I like Medan. It sounds better.
I think it's Medan.
Oh, God.
I don't know, though.
The Man of Medan. Medan.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know.
Does that sound better to you?
I don't know.
We say Stadia because it sounds better.
That's because it sounds so much better. It's right.
Right. So Man of Medan, Man of Medan, or Man of Medan.
I don't know. It's a game. It's made by the people that made Until Dawn. It's probably good.
PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
That kind of sounds like you
PC.
said pussy.
PC. Tell you what, if you can play it, if you can play it on one, text me. If you can play it on one, write in. I'm really curious. I'm looking at you, Dewey.
All right, what's up? What are we doing?
You're
They all suck. So let's
give you number 1 then.
Microsoft's Xbox Live service.
Guys, I just put my container in.
Microsoft's Xbox Live service has experienced some issues the past couple days. The first outage began on August 28th. It prevented a large number of users from signing into Xbox consoles. The issues appear to have started around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with many Xbox users reporting that they were unable to sign into Xbox One consoles and access some apps and games. Spotify, Plex, Amazon Video, Fortnite, and Destiny are a few apps and games that were affected. The outage was resolved around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but then again, there was another outage today. I think that one was resolved a little bit quicker. And that's it. There was an Xbox Live outage. Sucks. Curiously, Netflix was not affected. Netflix.
I mean, wouldn't that be a Netflix outage?
Well, yeah, but Amazon Video didn't work. Spotify didn't work.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
For me, like on this is PlayStation, obviously. But usually Netflix is the offending issue. Like everything else will work and then Netflix won't for some reason. But
that is weird.
First world problems.
Yeah. What? You guys have Netflix? I can only make that noise so many times before I hope somebody just sees the face I'm doing. Anyway, let's move on to number 2. In which Telltale Games is getting a second life, not the game. After a tragic and well-publicized decline, the game studio, best known for adaptations of series like The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones, and the better title that was Tales from the Borderlands, is coming back after a group of investors purchased the company's assets with plans to relaunch. The new studio will operate out of Malibu, and the new ownership group says that it will be quote, re-releasing select games from the studio's back catalog and developing new games in some of the company's best-selling brands, end quote. As part of that, the new Telltale says that it has hired or contracted key talent from the previous iteration of the studio. No specific employees were named, and details about new games and re-releases are expected in the coming weeks, according to the company. Nate has the weird inkling that THQ Nordic is up to it again.
I was going to say something. I forgot what it was. Oh, why do they put studios in places where it's god-awful expensive and then they complain about how expensive it is?
Well, not only do they complain about how expensive it is, but they're like, man, our studios really aren't motivated. Because they're all at the fucking beach.
I know, right?
Yeah, I want to work in Malibu, too, just so I can have my windows open and stare at the ocean the entire time.
That's not what I would be staring at.
Trust me, I'd have a hard time seeing the ocean. There'd be a lot of cans in my way.
Beer cans?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Trash cans?
Pollution. Yeah, those cans. Cans.
Can jam? As a testament to how prolific streamers have become.
They're prolific?
Tyler Ninja Blevins has announced a partnership with Adidas, which the apparel company has told The Verge is a multi-year deal. Adidas says that the partnership might lead to products, quote, in either the physical or virtual world, end quote.
I can't wait for those Adidas.
Getting Adidas signings.
Can't wait for those Adidas Fortnite skins. Can't
wait for those fucking Adidas shoes and his stupid blue and yellow, and they'll be hideous.
They probably will, but I think they already make a blue and yellow like Samba. I think you can get one.
Yeah, probably.
Or not. Well, maybe not a Samba, but
interesting though. You know, like you got your streamer signing deals with.
If they were like not just blue and white, and maybe they're like crazy, and they don't have his name attached to them, like even though they're his color, but they don't have a ninja signature on them.
Mm-hmm.
I might rock them. Get some good bowling shoes.
Not my style. I really want to get the Reebok Classics.
See, I'm usually not a Reebok guy.
You know which ones I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know which ones you're talking about.
Reebok Classics. With the fucking weird shaped sole that kind of like...
But if you look downstairs, I think everything except for my flip-flops are Adidas.
Yeah. I'm a Nike person.
I really enjoy Adidas' flat shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the tweet. Send it.
Yeah.
I enjoy their flat shoes.
I prefer Nike because they generally fit the shape of my foot really well.
My problem with flat shoes,
Okay.
can only wear them like a day. Can't wear them consecutive. I start hurting my feet. And do I want to put gel insoles in? No, because that's like the whole thing. Then I got to figure out what type of... I know what I need. I need the ones that are meant to soften my heel because I'm a heel guy.
Yeah.
I just stand here like this the entire time, and then I wonder, why do my heels hurt? Because I stand on my heels the entire damn time.
Yeah.
Oh, I should stand on the balls of my... Listen, when I'm playing sports, I'm up on my toes. When I'm not playing sports, which is the majority of the rest of my life, heels.
See, that's weird to me because, like, at my default state, most of my weight is on the balls of my feet, and my heels are just there to, like, balance.
But here's what I'm not doing. I'm not crouching. I'm not praying mantising. You're not either, but you know what I mean?
You don't. I don't know. Speaking of shoes,
oh boy, here we go.
I ordered the wedding shoes.
You got them in a bag.
I did. They came in. Each shoe came in a separate cloth bag that was imprinted with the company name and date of establishment.
I was hoping they had the date of shoe creation on it.
That would be pretty dope. Yeah, it's so extra.
Assembled by number 1,419.
I want to know how much of the money of the shoes goes to the fucking bags. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. It might be 50-50 split.
It's ridiculous.
$10 shoe, $20 bag.
Absurd.
They just
buff.
What
am I supposed to put the shoes back in the bag after I'm going to get done using them?
Probably.
Like that's
Are you
going to
wear them again? You going to wear them again?
I probably will. I bought them. Everything I bought for my wedding is not. It's
bought with longevity in mind.
Exactly.
I got you. You're a utilitarian man.
I am.
We're not out here wasting money until we waste a lot of fucking money. Shh. Yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about our cocaine problem. Number 4. Nintendo's long-awaited and delayed Mario Kart smartphone game is almost here. Mario Kart Tour will be released on September 25th, according to a tweet from the company. The release date presumably applies to both iOS and Android devices, although the game's beta program was Android only. And as Nate continues to add on to stories, he will first throw his phone into the river on the first time he falls off Rainbow Road. As is tradition.
Gets you every time. At least once. I worry. Like, when I meet someone who's, like, excited to race on Rainbow Road and then they fucking, like, nail it like a goddamn Formula 1 driver or something like that, I'm concerned.
If I have a feeling, I don't know about Dewey. I don't know if I don't race Rainbow Road that well. Mm-hmm. I'm a lot of keeping it calm, the brakes and going into the turns. Because I love drifting, but on Rainbow Road, you get punished pretty hard for drifting.
Yeah. You play it. I mean, you play if you play it safe with Rainbow Road, you can be successful.
And in the group that I'm playing with, I can still win.
Shots fired again.
Fucking
whenever Switch games, like multiplayer Switch games, come in or Mario Kart, you're just like all those people you play with. You're just like, hey, suck it.
I'm gonna get me. I'm gonna get messaged about that again. Every time I call them out, they're like, oh. I see you just dragging us through the coals. You want a rematch? I'm like, I mean, I'll take one, but I gotta play WoW Classic now, so sorry.
Yeah, it's basically you being like, I mean, I will when I have time.
Yeah,
peasant.
Keep training. I'll talk to you later. But I just loathe the day I meet somebody, like I said, that's so good at it that I just will take the controller out of my hand and throw it at them.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is worth breaking the controller for. Fuck you. Like I've wanted to do to Todd in Smash. Quit side canceling me, you bitch. Huh? But he hasn't been in the same room as me yet, so he's gotten lucky.
You should like send him a controller and then like with a note that says, "Throw this at your face."
Yeah, just. This is what I want you to do to the controller. I mean, he broke my shower curtain, so 50-50 on who really won that night, but. That was Mario Kart. That was Mario Kart.
Yeah, there was alcohol involved in that too, I believe, if I recall the story correctly.
Vanilla vodka and Coke, man.
Blech.
It was vanilla Coke.
Yeah, okay.
It was just alcohol.
The vanilla flavoring, man. I just
trust me, man. You would have had a slight.
Got hot date going on here, Nate. Yes, you're shaking the table apart with the amount that your phone is vibrating.
I think she knows I'm talking shit about her.
All right.
Whoopsie.
Toasty. Number 5. Mobile esports games generated $15.3 billion in revenue last year, according to a new 45-page report from the Nico partners. Already accounting for 25% of mobile games revenue, the market intelligence firm predicted that mobile esports game will become the fastest growth sector in the esports industry. That is not what I want to hear.
Do you give a shit about esports?
I don't, but like, I don't want mobile games to become more, profitable, because then that's all we'll fucking see.
Mobile games are already more profitable than the industry.
I know, and that's irritating to me. Anyways,
I mean, you're not wrong. I understand. I don't need to hear Candy Crush beat all of EA again.
I know. Poor EA.
Who made $4 billion in microtransactions.
In terms of gross revenue, mobile esports games are already on track to outpace PC counterparts, which last year generated $16.1 billion in revenue globally. Overwhelmingly, China is the largest market for both mobile and PC esports, accounting for $5.6 billion and $6.4 billion, respectively. And speaking of market share, this is a random tidbit that I'm going to just throw in.
If you tell me the price of gold has gone up or something, I'm done.
For the first time since, I think it was 2003.
Oh, just before Classic launched.
Or maybe it was 2013.
Never mind.
One of those years.
That's a 10-year. That's a 10-year difference.
I want to say 2013.
Okay.
So for the first time in 5 years or so, AMD has outsold NVIDIA in graphics cards.
For what was the window?
Whatever quarter, or last quarter. I'm assuming.
So for a quarter.
I'm assuming it's a quarter, because there's no way they did it
over a year. No, there's no way.
Just thought that was interesting.
Interesting tidbit.
Yeah.
But also NVIDIA shot themselves in the foot with the 2000 series.
Yeah, and AMD actually did pretty good.
Yeah, and then AMD went, we see you have fucked up. Let us fix that for you.
Yeah, it's like, wow, it's weird. Where'd you pull that card out of your asshole?
They pulled graphics cards out of their asshole?
Apparently. I mean, they were hiding it from everyone.
You seem like you're just pulling things and shoving things in a lot of people's assholes. You're going to shove cards in somebody else's asshole. Then you're going to pull cards out of somebody else's asshole. You're the weirdest asshole magician I've ever met.
Like
Evil, don't tweet that. Do not tweet that as a quote. She's been tweeting quotes of us lately. I'm just like, and that's easily one. That's easily, you're the weirdest asshole magician I've ever met. That's an easy one.
Don't say that, because I'm sure you say way weirder shit on the show than I do. So I'm sure 95% of these quotes are just whatever ridiculous thing you spew out at any given moment.
Now I feel like I'm insulted.
You're
random, Matt. These are well-crafted, thought-out thoughts. I don't just take my emotions and run with them and then realize after it left my mouth what I said. I don't do that. Fuck you. It's been a good time. Good time.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm just going for, I'm going to scroll real quick through our own Twitter feed just to see the quick amount here. There's one quote. Mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
2, me. 1 for you.
It's a
me.
Very thrilling tally going on here.
All right, so out of the quick, 1 for you. All right, so that's out of 5. Those are the 5 quotes, the first 5 quotes I could find going back to the 21st of August. Yours was, maybe I will look into that Minecraft situation.
Okay, that's fair.
That was one of yours, and then seeing how we're not doing a bonus episode, I feel like this is enough of a good time to just kind of slow it down a little bit.
All right, go for it.
Take a drink, get a coffee. We're gonna have a moment here. One of mine was, why is my dapper French? I mean, last episode. So, here was yours. I don't know what this game is, Nate. I don't fucking know what this game is.
I don't remember that, so
I don't remember what that one was either. I guess we kind of both got in on one of them, so we're 2 and 2 in a shared one. Because it's Cat Quest 2 is on a release date and trailer from you, and then me going, yes, Cat Quest.
Cat Quest.
I'm all about that. I'm going to stream that.
Cat Quest?
Oh, hell yeah, why not? Why not be weird?
I guess.
And then my most recent one was, wait, what if we had Pokemon in space with the worlds collapsing? And what if I was Iron Man?
So Samantha was sitting in the room with me while I was playing No Man's Sky the other day, and I just was talking. Like I was talking to the Sentinels because like I can
100% see that because I try to bargain with them, and you're in Discord with me, and I'm out there like, just come on, don't make me. I'll fucking blow you away. I'll get back in my ship and blow you away.
That's essentially what it was. Like I was like trying to mind. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Just I'll shoot you right in your stupid little fucking eye. And she was just sitting there not responding. I'm like, wait, this is what streamers do. Like, what am I like? I'm gone crazy.
Yeah. I mean, at least sometimes I'll have you guys in Discord, and I'm just like, I'll fucking blow you away. I'll do it right now. I see my ship's right there. Look at the guns. Don't make me. Oh, you shot me. All right. Well, you've brought the wrath of God against you into the ship. Pew pew pew. Back to what I was peacefully doing. Fly around because for some reason the moment we get in a ship and slightly elevate, they're like, I don't know where he is. Wait 30 seconds, land again, and go back to what you're doing.
It's frightening. Some of the things in that game, like I'm like, when are they gonna fix this at some point? Or like they're gonna change this at some point?
Matt, they haven't fixed it in 4 years.
That's true.
Oh shit. Let's move on to number 6, shall we?
Sure.
I appreciate you answering me. Valve has announced it will fight antitrust charges made against it by the European Union Commission, sources familiar with the issue told Reuters. Earlier this year, Valve, Focus Home, Bandai Namco, wow, that's weird, Capcom, Koch Media, and ZeniMax were accused of breaching antitrust laws by preventing distribution of video games outside allocated territories within the European Economic Area. The charges are not in relation to the sale of PC games on Steam, however. Instead, the European Union, EU from now on, deal with it. Instead, the EU Commission alleges that Valve entered a bilateral agreement with the publishers to region lock Steam activation keys from third-party sellers. As reported by Reuters, Valve will likely ask for a closed-door hearing to argue its case before the Commission and national watchdogs. Dun dun dun.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. Like,
I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I
think we're stretching for news at this point. But
we are stretching. We're scraping the bottom of the barrels, picking up that scum.
When we've gone into sales discussions, and it's not the end of a fiscal year quarter reporting when we actually do them, or it's this where we're like, look at the European Commission wants to bring in these things like Bandai. Who gives a shit? I mean, Europeans probably, but I'm not them. So
it's one of those weird states at the moment. Like the industry is in. I just bit my tongue. Hurt. The industry's in this like weird state of flux where like, yeah, we just came out of Gamescom, but really it was all just a bunch of stuff we've already seen.
For the most part.
And then
Cat Quest 2 got announced, but don't you shit on that.
And then there's like really, we're like in a holding pattern. There's really like nothing else happening. And like the things that are happening aren't topics that we traditionally like to cover because they're
not lighting the world on fire.
Yeah. Well, they're too complicated as well. I mean, there was like, the big one this week was the kind of like the Me Too movement hitting the game industry.
Which it's already done.
Yeah, it's the second coming, essentially. So, I don't know if you saw that, but it's the same stuff. So, like...
And not that... All right, let's derail it again. Fuck it. Not that shouldn't be reported. But that's not... We're not qualified, I don't think, to report on those things. Yeah. We can talk about money and bullshit because money rules the world and doesn't matter at the same time. It's the weirdest fucking thing in the world.
It rules the world, but it doesn't matter because none of us have any of it.
Right, exactly. So we can tell everybody that's billionaires how to spend it because we'll never be able to do that. So here's what you should do. Give me the money. Then I'll decide what to do with it.
The moral of the 170 whatever, how many episodes have we done?
No, we're probably at 18 now, I think.
Okay,
118. Not 18 total, 118.
100, whatever. the culmination of that is give us the money.
Yeah, I mean, I'll sell out for cheap. $50 in a cheeseburger, man. What do you want me to sponsor?
Ooh,
what do you want me to? Yeah, give me 2 cheeseburgers, one for Matt, one for me. Give us $50 so we can split it 25 each, and I won't show up in a PewDiePie video where I wrote on a sign. Boom! YouTube drama from like a while ago. Ha! Got him. Yeah, but it's the State of Flux, definitely a holding pattern.
Mm-hmm.
The State of Flux thing is going to end in 3 weeks.
Was that Tokyo Game Show?
No, that is Borderlands.
Oh yeah,
And
when's Tokyo
everything
Game Show?
will be around. Tokyo Game Show is usually, I think, during winter, isn't it? Or like later in fall.
I don't know. That was the only other
isn't
thing.
It after Game Awards?
I don't know.
The Tokyo Game Show
Borderlands-
almost never has anything for us. For us.
Yeah. Borderlands 3 is the first title releasing this season, right? Like big title.
If we're not counting stuff like Control and whatever, and I didn't put Control release on there, but that released this week too.
Yeah. I don't think
Yeah,
that set the world on fire, so.
no, I've it's gotten reviewed well, but not publicly sold well. Borderlands 3 is going to be the first like non-sport. Boom, here we are. Let's go. Stuff of September.
Yeah, so they're kicking it off then.
Yeah, we're starting with a bang.
Okay, let's move on to number 7. Blizzard Entertainment filed a lawsuit in California on August 16th, alleging that Cena Games, Cena? I'm going to go with Cena.
If it's Cena, we can't see them.
Cena. Cena Games, free-to-play Gloria Saga, is, quote, almost entirely copied from the Warcraft games and related products, end quote. The World of Warcraft developer is seeking a court order to stop the infringement and maximum damages for the, quote, serious and irreparable harm to Blizzard and its business, end quote, according to the lawsuit. Specifically, Blizzard is asking for $150,000 per infringed work, as well as attorney fees. Cena Games is a subsidiary of the Chinese software and tech company Cinecorp. Blizzard alleges that many of the company's games are based off of well-known franchises like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Naruto, and of course Warcraft.
Hey, you don't come in my fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Or my Warcraft. I mean, Naruto.
Well, what if they're
whatever.
doing it right?
You can come in my Yu-Gi-Oh!
Cine Games' Glorious Saga went offline on August 29th. Quote, all servers will be closed, a representative wrote on the game's Facebook page. The developer cited irresistible reasons for the closure, but did not mention the lawsuit.
I mean, just so you see this picture, Matt.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen this picture.
I saw some artwork and stuff.
That is definitely Arthas. This is definitely Jaina, and that's definitely Warden Maev.
Yeah, like some of the artwork and stuff they're using are just straight, like, legit copies.
It's almost like they went and got the Overwatch Funkos, and they went, what if I put them in a game? We're like, that's not how that copyright works. But
we live in China. We can do that here.
Copyright laws don't apply to me. They'll never extradite one of their own until Batman comes and gets you. Dark Knight reference for the week. Got it.
All right. Should we talk about the stuff we watched? Do you care to talk about any of that stuff?
I mean, we can talk about it.
Okay.
You choose the priority list.
Well, we'll start off with the Joker because that's the first one. Did you watch the trailer? You did.
I did.
Okay. Any thoughts, comments, concerns?
Am I allowed to be worried?
I mean, you've been, I guess, worried since the very beginning. So
I don't even know if it's a skepticism.
it's not. It's like
It's a skepticism.
it's not skepticism. It's like you've had this like animosity towards it.
I'm not against it. It's 1,000 times better than Jared Leto's Joker, but it's because I'm worried about how long certain things are going to be. How long? Where are the acts in this movie? What acts are what? Because I'm super worried he doesn't get to the crazy Joker that we all love until like second half of Act 3, and then the movie's over, and I'm gonna be like, the fuck. And if they don't like truly establish him as Joker, and then either I'm assuming they're gonna have a Batman cameo right at the end. That it's just no. Like I mean, it's no more than a 30-second. He's doing something, and there's just a gargoyle,
maybe
looking over a building, but they don't ever actually discuss who it is or anything. It's just that there's this shadow against the night during some thing he's doing. But maybe not at all.
My prediction is that it ends with him killing Thomas Wayne and what the fuck's her name? Martha? Is that her name?
See, which is super weird because he doesn't kill them.
Well, that's what I'm going with.
That would be funny. So,
but there is the shot in there where Thomas Wayne punches him in the face.
Yeah, which is another whole thing. I mean, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. That's a weird part. But ignoring what the actual story. No, not ignoring what the actual story is, but the story I think is actually my concern. I'm not concerned about Joaquin Phoenix's ability to play Joker. Not at all. He's got the weird right jawline. He's got the hair.
See, that's why I don't care, because like he's playing the Joker, so I'm like, yeah, this is a win. They can do whatever the fuck they want. I don't care.
My problem is that they're not going to give him enough time in Joker. He's going to be building to that for potentially too long. He's going to be trying to be this normal guy and yada yada, and like, oh, I became bad and yada yada. Just go fucking psycho. Just do it. I want to see, like, as he's slowly building. I still want that slow build, but then I don't want it the slow build into the full thing. I want it to be the slow build, and then he snaps, and we immediately just go 0 to a fucking 100 with no rev time.
I really like the idea of
like 0, 10, 100. We go exponentially.
Of him somehow doing the Joker thing where he's like somehow the leader of this like weird gang of.
Well, he technically would be, right? He's technically the clown prince of crime. He technically would have.
But no one, like, you don't really see them ever really, like, I mean,
because he doesn't give a shit if he just turns around and kills somebody. He's just like, I don't care.
They don't ever really accentuate that. You know what I mean?
But that's the part that does scare me is what story they're going to tell when they have to put him in the world. Mm-hmm. The Thomas Wayne thing scares me slightly.
Yeah.
Only because everybody's going to jerk this movie off no matter how it comes out. And that's also what scares me.
That's true.
Nobody will want to just say like, like.
There's a lot of.
I bring it up all the time, but I go right back to episode 8 of Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Where you and I both walked out of the theater, and you have everybody that's dressed like Star Wars people walking out being like, whoo, yay, yay, oh, we saw Han Solo, yay. And I'm like, oh my God, stop it. Please be objective for once and understand that there were a lot of fucking problems in that movie. Like, yes, did certain things look pretty? Yes. But that fucking throne room scene looks terrible, and I stand by that until I will die on a hill with that argument. That being said, the same thing's going to happen again where people are going to walk out of that and be like, whew, I love Batman and Joker. Yay, Joaquin Phoenix is so good. Yay. And I'm going to be like, yes, Joaquin Phoenix is great. But none of that fucking storyline makes sense for them to do a second one if they wanted to actually continue using Joaquin as the Joker to get him back into the, like, not Heath Ledger realm. That's not what I don't want to put him up against Heath, but like to give him that moment where he gets to have a 1v1 with a Batman and like truly embrace being a psycho, not spend half the movie just being like, I have dementia. Like that doesn't, that's not dementia, but you know what I mean? Like his craziness, I think Joaquin could just go absolutely crazy the same way that Heath did. And they both embody craziness. Hopefully Joaquin doesn't kill himself, but that level of like commitment to what they were doing, and I don't know that it's gonna allow him to really get there. Like you see it in some of the scenes when he's walking down the steps and stuff, and he's just having like the kick and stuff around, and I'm like, yeah, that's delusional Joker. That's exactly what it should be. But the part that's like the stand-up routine, right at the end of the trailer when it's like let the clowns go on or something like that, I'm like, God, that just looks so cringely tacky, which it's supposed to, because he's supposed to get laughed off stage and all this other stuff. And you know that's just going to be the beginning of his heist is when he walks out on stage and he goes, hi, everybody. good news, the gas is flowing. And then he just gasses everybody in the room on live TV. And they're all like, welcome to my Gotham. And that should be like that. That would be a solid, you see everybody outside the courthouse, like during the whole Thomas Wayne thing and stuff like that. But if he walked out on that stage and he was just like, welcome to my Gotham. And then that's it. That's the end of the movie. He kills everybody in the theater and then is just doing his little happy like trot going back down the stage. Like the curtains open and he's just like, da, 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 shoots some random security guard and then just keeps going. And that's credits roll. Holy shit, that would send me into hysterics. I'd be like, yes, give me the fight that I want where it's him paired with another supervillain that's not Scarecrow. Give him like him and Freeze or him and Riddler to be kind of side by side in a movie of like constantly dealing with each other and then constantly getting frustrated by the other one while dealing with a shadow bat. Not actually dealing with, who's our new bat?
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. So dealing with him in a minimal aspect, like he's just kind of there sometimes, but it's them integrating with each other. And then the third movie is now him and them or whoever is left out of the two of them because say Joker just kills Riddler. And then it's now Bat trying to clean up about whichever one of them won that one. So now you actually get full Robert Pattinson and yada yada. I can build this story arc, but it's going to be fucking insane to some people.
There's two things I want to say.
So worried it's not going to be. Go ahead.
I did not anticipate the amount of hype that the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker, and
so much hype.
Robert Pattinson as Batman. Did not anticipate that amount of hype.
And the funny thing with Robert Pattinson, mostly also because his trailers haven't started dropping or anything yet for the movie, but all I see is people just like, Joaquin Phoenix Joker, yeah. I'm like, oh, guys, like I understand. It looks great. I know it does. But there's a lot of questions and you haven't fucking seen it yet.
The potential is interesting for me because...
Are we going to watch it in theaters?
I probably will, yeah. Do you want to go see it? Yeah.
We should go watch it in theaters. Just so you can every now and then glance over at me and watch me just going, I just...
The reason why I'm excited for it is it's a similar scenario to Heath Ledger and Christian Bale. They're both character actors, very passionate about their craft.
Right.
And obviously Joaquin Phoenix and Robert Pattinson, both character actors, very passionate about their craft. So it'll be interesting.
Right. Which is exactly what I want to happen, but this movie's not going to give you that first. Because I want them to go together in a movie. I want them to both be that passion crazy. We can get there, but we have to get there. This whole thing is going to be, okay, cool, we character acted, but we actually saw him like really nail it at the end. And then you'll see some.
Well,
you'll see critics and non-critics that are like,
I guess not.
He really moved me in that scene where he was in the tub in the beginning 10 minutes. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. He's not gone insane yet. That's where we need him to be. We need him to go crazy.
You're going crazy talking about this. All right, what do we got next here?
I just want to put a smile on that face. You want to know how I got these scars? My father was a drinker and a fiend. One night, sorry.
Fucking creep over there.
He goes off
Star
crazier
Wars.
than
Let's
usual.
go on. Because that's going to keep this, you know.
He goes on crazier than usual. And then Rey has a fucking switchblade lightsaber.
Did you see that?
Yes. Yes, I did see the photoshopped image of an actual Swiss Army jackknife as a lightsaber.
I just like the one of the people who like kept adding the blades like it was like a razor commercial.
There's that one, and then there's the one that she's just standing there with it already open, and it's just got like a spoon coming out of it and a can opener and everything. And I'm like, so thoughts? This is I'll divulge to you for Star Wars.
I don't have a ton on it to say. It's just more of what I've been saying, which is my irritation with them killing the expanded universe
and then bringing it back,
taking the fucking ideas from it.
Yep.
There's a shot that you see of the old style Star Destroyers.
Yep.
All sitting in the dark, all sitting there, all in a perfect like there's a fleet hidden somewhere that no one knows about.
The good old hidden fleets, which are rumored to have existed after 6.
So
when 6 disappears, they all retreat after the battle, and then they come back with Snoke.
Yeah. So
or part of them come back with Snoke.
So that's a book.
Yep.
And that's where the irritation lies. Is just that. So like, I don't know.
Ray,
It's
clone
just-
theories? She's a clone that Palpatine embodies?
Who fucking cares? I mean, keep picking the fucking ideas from the books.
I so hope we get my idea still.
Which one remind me of the?
It was the sweet embodied saber fights.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, yeah, please.
Yeah.
It'd be so much fun.
Mm-hmm. Which I think there's
We're
a
gonna
good
get-
chance that happens.
We already know we're getting a saber fight with Kylo and Rey on the ship.
Yeah, there's a good chance
So-
that happens. So
Let me just get the embodiments. Yeah.
sure, why
Sweet
not?
Fort Vision. And everybody's like, oh, Rey's gone dark. What if it's just a vision?
Yeah, that's what my first thought was like. Oh, this is her having a fucking bad dream.
But then again,
or
when we
something.
all saw Jyn Erso in Rogue One, she's wearing Imperial armor, and you're like, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, makes sense. But it would also be like, yeah, the sword looks, or the lightsaber looks dumb. At the same time, I'm like, yeah, I'm about that.
I just wish they would stop trying to make new shit.
I just wish they didn't turn it on like that. Like where they're both just forward.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it just wasn't on like that. And she still did the snap, and then they both came out. Like
Yeah.
if it was just a foldable handle, and that it didn't work like a fucking marshmallow roaster, that'd be different. Also, if she does not run that through somebody like that,
Oh, and then open it while it's on. That'd be pretty fucking dope.
yeah, or even then, or even just jokingly, like if she's truly Sith, just stab it through somebody and pick them up with it.
That's classic.
And just do the good old interrogation method while lightsabers skewered through them.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. Chernobylite.
Interesting. I hadn't seen much of the campaign missions or anything, just a lot of the exploring. So
Yeah.
interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna. So the Chernobylite, the other ones we're gonna talk about, Chernobylite, and we watched Guild Wars 2 and Cyberpunk.
Yep.
We didn't have time, so we breezed through them. So I'm sure we'll probably go back and watch them again. But like, Chernobylite was interesting. Like, I kind of have from the little bit that we watched, I'm having a feeling that it's gonna be some sort of time paradox to where like the guy chasing them is actually him himself.
Right. Because he references Tatiana, who you're looking for.
Yeah. The world looks fucking dope, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's world scanning, man.
Yeah.
Seeing how they're actually in Chernobyl world scanning. Like, just being in the room, I'm like, yeah, it's not good. Not terrible. Press the button.
Fantastic. Yeah, Guild Wars is still a thing. Can't believe that's still
Guild
running.
Wars 2 is a thing. I want to be clear, it's Guild Wars 2. We're not adding expansions to Guild Wars 1. We stopped after Factions. Or Nightfall.
There was one after Nightfall. Eye of the
Ascension.
North.
Eye of the North. Yeah, Eye of the North.
Was it Eye of the North?
Eye of the North.
Eye of the North.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a green staff out of there from a necromancer. Eye of the North.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a thing.
It's still going.
I
Amazing.
really wish I knew what their player numbers were. Especially now.
Yeah,
Because WoW Classic is back.
Well, I'm sure that got obliterated, but it was pretty successful for a little bit there.
Speaking of WoW Classic, 1.2 million people on launch night watching server queues.
Wait.
I mean, basically.
Okay.
Some
I thought you were saying like 1.2 million were in server queues.
No, 1.2 million people on Twitch were watching other people in server
Oh,
queues.
yeah. That was insane. That blew me away. And it was holding steady at a high number. Like, it peaked at 1.2, obviously.
Yeah, it was like a couple hours after that when people were still in server queues that it started to go down a little bit, but I don't know.
It was still like 500,000-600,000.
Yeah.
Just watching WoW Classic. That blows my... I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about Twitch.
Did you guys want to talk about more WoW Classic?
And I can't believe there's people who are just like, I'm going to fucking watch someone play WoW Classic. I'm like, God, you just drive a fucking knife through your face. Why don't you? But I know, you're there for the personality, the streamer's personality, not
I
necessarily
wasn't
the
going to
game
say
itself.
that. Yeah, but what personality do you have in WoW Classic? Like, don't get me wrong, there are personalities, but like, all right, I got to kill this boar.
I mean, I'm
Stab,
assuming it's
stab.
a bunch of younger people who just don't know what like original WoW was.
Well, it's either that or I'm sure it's also people that are just loyal to their...
Yeah.
Like, I was bouncing around on some streams when I was waiting to get in. I was just trying to see what other people were doing in their time. Like, Bruce was streaming, and he just couldn't get in because he kept saying world server down. And he's finally like, I give up. I'll be back later. And he just quit streaming. He's like, I'll come back later. And
That's
it makes
fair.
sense.
Yeah, why not?
If you're not going to do anything else and you're not going to sit there and just wait and wait and wait, so yeah, you have other things you could probably be doing. Go do them.
That's it for me.
Cyberpunk stuff, the stuff that we saw.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's
more.
It's one of the. Stop showing me at this point. I don't need to see anymore.
Just give me the game.
Just put it in my hands. Let me play.
Sales went up on Witcher 3.
Oh, surprising.
That's, one of those goofy trends that happens when a studio has successful
the picture
marketing.
The meme popped up again of. I mean, Reddit's always been bad about it, but Reddit's getting real bad about reposts.
Oh yeah, it's real bad.
Yeah, it's getting like worse and worse, and every time I'm just like, I wish there was such a thing that you could just delete reposts constantly, unless somebody claimed repost in their title. But that's a different discussion.
Yeah, I wish there was a way to be like original content only.
Yeah, only give me that OC. And if anybody in here claims it's not OC, they need to prefer to source, and then we just delete it. Move it on. Anyway, it popped up where it was one of the devs talking about how like you can summon your car the same way you could just call Roach in The Witcher, and the next picture is Geralt looking at a cabin with the car on top of it, and you're like, ah, shit.
You summoned Max.
I summon beautiful women.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Shit. Shit.
If only.
That still wouldn't get me anywhere. Anyway, we have successfully made this long enough, and we're not doing a bonus episode. 1, because we have no questions about things we hate. 2, because Nate did a fantasy draft before this and kind of delayed everything.
And 3, I work tomorrow morning.
That works in the morning. If you guys want to know about my fantasy team that I drafted specifically on Friday night, ask me. I'll tell you. If you want to know about the team I draft on Sunday, wait until Sunday night and then ask me. If you want to know about the team I draft on Monday night, ask me Tuesday.
That's too much.
3 teams. 3 teams this year.
Formula 1 race this weekend, Belgium.
Ooh, the Belgian Grand
Got some
Prix.
got some driver movement going on.
Is this the first one back out of the break?
This is summer break, and this one
a lot of weird movements going around. I've seen some like pictures of people just swapping, onesies and stuff, and it's been like a whole thing. And I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Luckily, none of my drivers do anything except try to punch fans.
Yeah, he's a badass.
I mean, I'm not gonna fault him for punching a fan if he does.
One of the new Renault driver.
I have a new Renault driver.
Yeah, Esteban Ocon.
I'm about that name.
He's well, let me.
He's not like the 12-year-old they pulled up, right? That's a different team, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a different team. He was in Formula 1 a year ago, and he didn't get a seat for this year, unfortunately. But his manager is Toto Wolff, who is the guy that runs the Mercedes team.
Ooh.
So obviously people in high places think he's got it. And the rumor is that Toto Wolff wanted him on the Mercedes team to replace Bottas, but
Bottas just got signed again.
he did because Hamilton
Is leaving.
No,
Is
Hamilton and all the race engineers, all the tech engineers said that they wanted Bottas to stay. So basically, which is,
he's been doing good.
Yeah, and that's funny to me that Hamilton was like, "Nah, I like him as a teammate." And
well, it's funny too. It's funny of that one, but then it's also funny just in the sense of like, no, don't give me something like we're doing fine. Like, fuck off.
it's because they both are respectful to each other. Whereas Esteban Ocon is young and he has a point to prove because he's been out of the sport for a year. So he'd be like fucking.
He's got the spunk.
Running into Hamilton.
I mean, he might do it anyway, but at least he's not on the same team.
Yeah. So the guy who's out at Renault is Hulkenberg, which happens to be a driver I like.
Nico Hulkenberg.
Yep.
See you later, bud. Been fun.
He might be going to Haas though.
Oh, good thing I don't give a shit about Haas.
I like it. I like it a lot.
My teams still haven't. Both my teams haven't been performing great this year.
I mean, Renault should.
We're usually 6 to 10, and then we're usually did not finish.
Renault should be
fucking Ricardo can't finish a goddamn race.
Renault should be doing better. Alfa Romeo is doing way better than they have in previous years.
Well, yes, way better than they have in previous years. But I don't like 6 to 10s. I like
but
4 to
it's Sauber.
6s.
Alfa Romeo is Sauber, and they're one of the smallest teams and have the smallest budget in the entire grid.
Listen, you can push for the small budget. I do it in FM all the time. You just go forward. No, I don't ever have a small budget in FM. Let's be honest. I got fucking bank money.
Yeah. Anyways, I got to go home.
Cool. It's been a good time, and we will see you guys in 7 days. Bye-bye.